Hi everybody, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. Today we're going to be testing out, reviewing, doing a first impressions on the brand new Urban Decay Brow Blade. This is a waterproof brow pencil as well as a brow stain. So hopefully if this is any good, this might help you fill in your sparse brows and have a natural brow rather than one that looks like it's been drawn on. So if you are interested in finding out how I get on with this, how it applies, whether I like it or not, then please keep watching. So let me just show you the product. This is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. They've actually brought out several different brow products at the same time, but I thought this one would be much better for most of my subscribers, as we all grew up in an era where it wasn't particularly fashionable to have big brows. So we may have been slightly overzealous with the tweezers, and now we're left with quite sparse brows that might need a little bit more filling, and this might be a really nice way of filling the brows and making them look a little bit more natural. This comes in 7 different shades. On one end you have an ink stain, which is like a felt tip with a very fine point. The only thing that they do say with the ink stain is it needs to be applied to clean skin, and most people apply makeup, so that's not classed as clean skin. They do say that the other products that you apply to your skin, namely your skincare and also the makeup that you've got on your skin, may cause the stain to shift throughout the day. So that is a little bit of concern. However, the waterproof pencil end looks very similar to a usual micro brow pencil. It's very, very thin. This one they say is waterproof and budge proof, so this one is for filling in the brows where you don't want to add any more individual hairs with the ink stain. But we're going to test this out today. This is £18 in the UK, $26 in the US. Different prices all over Europe, so I'm not going to say a European price because it depends whether you're in France, whether you're in Germany, wherever you are, they're different prices all over the place, so it would be wrong of me to quote that price. So let's get some of this on. Okay, so firstly I'm going to apply the ink stain end, which is the felt tip end, and I really do like to fill out the front of my brows and make it look like there are more hairs there. So I'm really hoping this is going to be good, because it's £18 is quite expensive, $26 for a brow product. I mean, if you're into Anastasia Beverly Hills and you always buy her brow products, then probably it's not that expensive. But for me, who likes my NYX and ELF, this is pretty pricey. Okay, so let's just see. Okay. That is pretty good. That is really good. Zoom you in there. That looks a lot fuller and actually looks quite natural, which sometimes using a pencil to create those lines doesn't look as natural as this. Let's just have a look at the other side. I think if you overdo it and you apply too much product, this bleeds. So, and I've had this before with very similar products, wait a little bit till it dries before you go over it again in any way. If you use a really, really light hand, you get a very fine line. The harder you press on, the thicker the line you're going to get. So definitely I would advise a light hand. Just going to apply more hairs in this region. It's really quite a nice result. This has been a bit of a brow week for me because I did a short video on Instagram of the brand new L'Oreal Unbeliever Brow, which I really liked. If you haven't seen that, don't worry, there are some brand new products from L'Oreal that I'm going to be reviewing very, very soon, and that will be one of them on this channel. But if you want to see that before, it's on Instagram now. I definitely like the look that this is giving. I love the colour. It's a little bit of a shame it doesn't come with a spoolie, because I want to spoolie through my eyebrows now, so, but where would they put it? I mean, it's difficult. It's very difficult. So I'm just going to use the spoolie that came with the L'Oreal Unbeliever Brow, just to make sure that everything's in place before I give it another go over. And I've not even used the pencil part yet. This practically is the perfect shade for my natural brow colour, which I really like. And it's not bleeding like the other products that I've used before, but I'm not overloading the brow. Well, I'd have been quite happy leaving that at that, but we've got to try the actual pencil part as well, just to give it a really good go. So let's just get this micro brow end, and this is just for filling in the areas that you don't want to add more hairs, just to make it a little bit darker. And I was a little bit concerned earlier on that this wasn't going to be the correct shade, that this was too warm for the coolness of the stain, but it's actually quite nice. It's quite a nice contrast. I am a little bit shook because the brow stain hasn't bled at all. The individual hairs that I've drawn on are still intact. They haven't gone fuzzy. They're just exactly as I put them, which for a product like this is pretty impressive. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see how crisp the lines actually are. So as you can see, the brow hairs that I've drawn on are really crisp, really straight, no fuzziness. They're exactly how I drew them on in the first place. No bleeding, which is pretty impressive. Seriously impressive. So at the moment, I am absolutely loving this product. It's pretty ingenious, to be quite honest. I love the fact that it doesn't bleed, and lots of other similar products that I've tried, as soon as you put it on the skin, it tends to bleed, and this one did not do that. I mean, it just looks really, really natural, and I like that because I don't want my eyebrows to look like they've been drawn on. I want them to look as natural as possible, and I believe that this product does deliver that. Now, obviously, the proof is going to be in wearing it all day, and I will put a comment in the comment section, and I will pin that comment so it will be right at the top of the comments. Definitely check out the comment section. And I will let you know if this moves throughout the day, if this manages to stay intact for a good number of hours, namely probably over 8 hours. It needs to stay intact for me. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of exercise today as well, so I'm going to really put this to the test and see whether the ink stain does shift throughout the day like they say it might if you don't apply it to clean skin. But at the moment, I really like this, and I know it's £18 and that is quite expensive, but at the moment, this is better than the drugstore ink stains that I've used. So we'll see at the end of the day whether I still feel the same. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I'm also on Instagram. I do makeup videos on there that do not appear on YouTube. So if you want to see those, please do follow me on Instagram as well. It's at Pampered Wolf, all lowercase, no spaces. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. There is a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye.